when you're playing for Norwood back in the day, did you think you'd get to 250?
Not at all. Nah. It gave me a great development. It's a few years there where I wanted to play AFL, and that's all you wanted to do as a 17, 18-year-old kid. And my defensive side of my game was not at the level, and although I was kicking goals, that's what I thought would get you a gig. But a great development year. It's probably, in hindsight, it's got me to where I am now.
What do you remember most about your early days coming to the club?
For lots of learning, lots of weight sessions, trying to put on weight. I was quite a skinny kid, 17 years of age, coming into the footy club, and just trying to absorb as much information as you can and fast track your development. We didn't have the Crows team, so my affiliate club was Norwood, which I really enjoyed. And I remember one thing that Craigie always said is, if you embrace your Sandville club, they'll embrace you. So that's certainly one thing I did, and still to this day got a good relationship with Norwood Footy Club.
Just on Dill Craig, so there's a lot of thoughts earlier that he rode you harder than others. How do you reflect on him now? And you can touch on that defensive aspect.
Yeah. I'm very fortunate and very grateful for what he taught me. He's helped me be a resilient, hard-working forward, and he was massive on being really consistent and playing your role every week. So he certainly taught me a few things, and patience isn't one of my strengths. So he taught me how to be a little bit patient on the field.
And what about now, Tex? What drives you? You've achieved a lot in the game. What's the motivation now as you keep going?
Well, on a selfish level, Rennie, I'd love to play another final, 2, 3, however many it can be. I think we're on the right track. We've had a few speed bumps as a footy club last probably month with Bulldogs and Gold Coast in terms of win-loss, but I can see that we are on the right track. Our young kids are developing really quickly, and our guys that have played a lot of footy are playing some really good footy. So that'd be one thing, and I just love footy, Rennie. I just want to keep playing footy for as long as I can, but I want to be able to perform. I just don't want to play. And it's a great game, and I'm very fortunate to be able to play football for 15 years so far in my 16th season.
It's been a rollercoaster, hasn't it? When you had the knee, you've been in and out of the side at times, like early doors. How do you reflect on it?
It's a roller coaster for every sports person, whether it be AFL, tennis, golf, whatever it is. It's not a smooth journey. So it makes you a character. It creates challenges. It makes you very resilient. So that's something that I think has held me in good stead to be able to stand here today and on the eve of 250 games.
What does the milestone just in general mean to you and the family?
A lot, mate. Yeah, it means a lot. I don't know. I grew up. I played for North Broken Hill Bulldogs, and I got to see some of the greats play. Your 200 and 300 games, and I was like, how good would that be to play for North Broken Hill Bulldogs? And I've been able to do it at the highest level, and just through hard work and being resilient and not taking no for an answer, really. So yeah, it's been a great journey, and hopefully one that can continue on for a little bit longer.
What's your proudest moment?
Probably being a father. My kids are beautiful little human beings, and being able to see them grow over the last 3.5 years has been amazing. Having a little girl has added to our family, and it's probably one of my biggest highlights. And we made the grand final, which was great. Obviously we didn't get the result, but some wins along the way as a group where the chips are down, and being able to get up and perform would also be on those levels.
How's being a dad or becoming a dad change your outlook on footy in your career?
Well, as a sports person, you become very selfish and tunnelled into, everything's about me. But I suppose it's given me great understanding and perspective on, well, you can still perform when there's change, and you've got to be able to be adaptable to what's thrown at you. So, and when I drive down Port Road for half an hour, it gives me time to think and be myself.
I think I heard you say maybe back to Broken Hill for a year once you finished. Is that still maybe in the wings?
I'd love to. Yeah, it's always been a plan to go back and play a few games there, and we'll see whether all my mates are still playing there. They're hanging on by a thread at the moment.
Tex, congrats, mate. How's the week been? What's been in store for you? The boys got around you. Have there been any sort of little celebrations or?
Yeah, the club's been amazing, really, Theo, to be honest. They certainly have made me feel very special. You know, we had a few things yesterday, and obviously some tributes from friends and families, and yeah, I actually don't really enjoy it, to be honest, because it's about me, which I don't really like. But it's good to be able to reflect and think about how I've got to this stage. So it's been it's been very nice so far, and I suppose Kel and Nixie and Tim Sills will have a few more things in store.
Is it different to other milestone games? Does it feel different to 200?
Yeah, I think so. Well, the way I've looked at it really is it could potentially be my last milestone. I don't know when I'm going to finish. So yeah, you look at it in that way, and just embrace it and enjoy it for what it is.
Does it get emotional? Does the week get emotional, or do you have the capacity now? You've been here for so long that you can just sort of let it wash over you.
Oh, I reckon since I've had kids, I've become a little bit more softer, Theo. But yeah, well, we had the kids, the boys coming today with Ellie, and all my great mates and family from home sending some videos, which I got to watch in front of the whole footy club this morning, which yeah, brought a tear to my eye, to be honest.
That's nice.
Have you had talks about going on next year yet? Or?
No, we'd always planned on getting to the bye, and we'll chat about that post the bye.
And who do you think's your long-term successor? Is Lockie someone who might come in when you do eventually finish up?
Well, we've certainly seen the development of Thilthorpe, Fogarty. We've seen a bit of Lockie Gollan, Elliot Himmelberg. We've seen what he can do. So yeah, that's we're in a great position as a footy club when I finish playing footy with our tall forwards.
And who do you think? Obviously, Tom won't be playing this week. Do you think that's a spot for Josh to take?
What do you reckon?
I think so.
You'd pick him?
Yeah.
I would too.
Takes a few similarities, with you and Sloane. Your careers sort of married together with the co-captaincy, and you guys are leaders of the club. If you just cast your mind forward a couple of weeks, he'll reach a milestone as well. What does that mean to have him reach a milestone in the same competition?
Yeah, it's pretty well documented. We're pretty close. Our kids are pretty much exactly the same age. We've been through a lot of stuff together. He's always had my back, and I'd like to think I've always been able to have his back. And yeah, he's similar age to me, but he's someone that I continue to learn off and grow from every single day. He's a magnificent human, and he's an absolute warrior on the field. So yeah, it's going to be another great little milestone for our footy club in a couple of weeks' time.
And not to distract from your milestone, but Isaac looked like he sent a bit of a scare through the camp, just with his left arm. Do you have an update?
Yeah, he just got a little sting on his shoulder, so I spoke to him just before, and he said he'll be fine.
Did you see it?
I did. It was actually my man that got him. So yeah, no, he'll be fine for that. Yeah, he's just a little stinger, and they usually recover pretty well. So
West Coast, it's a strange one to approach. You need to get the mindset right when you're playing the bottom team that's got a lot of injuries.
I reckon when I first came in the AFL, you could sort of pencil a few games in where you thought you'd be able to win, but it's not like that anymore. West Coast are playing some pretty good footy. They've got an amazing midfield, and obviously they've been caught with a few injuries over the last 6 to 8 weeks. But if we think we're going to roll out and get it done, we're kidding ourselves. So yeah, we had a great session today, really hot contest, and if we think we're going to win, we need to bring that on Saturday afternoon.
Who do you consider the biggest influences on your career and why?
Oh. There's a lot, really, mate. A lot. In terms of football, I've had some pretty good coaches. A lot of good line coaches. I don't want to stand here and say too many people because I'll forget. But one person in particular that has certainly been there from day one is Alan Stewart. Most people know him from Central Districts. Come on here as a development coach when I come here, and I still talk to him pretty much every week, every couple of weeks about my football, and yeah, he's been a massive part of my journey, and he's straight down the line, which I like.
I was asked too about Phil Walsh. I mean, how significant, I guess, was the faith that he put in you to be captain? I mean, you spoke about before how it took you a while to accept it and digest that he wanted you to lead this club, and then following on from that, how hard was it Phil's passing and on you personally?
Well, you look at our country, we're very quickly to kick people down. So when someone puts a lot of belief and confidence in you, you do grow as a human. And it's an underestimated trait that we should continue to strive to do, is pump people up and give them belief and confidence, and that's certainly something that he did when he told me he wanted to be skipper of this club. And yeah, that was another challenging time for our footy club, which we were able to navigate our way through.
And also obviously the racism saga. Since then, you've come out the other end, you're playing brilliant footy. I guess how much has the on-field performance helped to, I guess, I don't know what the word is, like heal what happened, or if you know what I mean?
You know what, mate, to be honest, football was never really my priority when that occurred, and it hasn't really been my priority in terms of being able to earn the trust and respect back from all the communities and the Indigenous boys within the football club. So it's just a ongoing thing. I don't think I'll probably ever earn the 100% trust back, but it's something that I'll just continue to chip away at every single day and continue just to make myself learn and grow and understand what it takes, what they understand in their community. That's just the way I want to go about it, really.
I'm just proud though that the way that you have come out of it. I mean, you know, you're pretty well respected obviously within this club, but also externally in the AFL world again. You must be proud that I guess you haven't let it define you.
Yeah, it's been nice to be able to play some good footy.
Just following on from that, mate, what have been your biggest growth since that moment as a person?
It's not. I don't really want to stand here and publicly talk about what I've been able to do. I'd rather just put my head down and go to work, which I've been able to do, and as I said, just continue to earn the trust and respect back within the industry and the communities.
Who are the? Well, you might need a better one than this last one. This might be a bit flippant, but who are the unlucky souls that have to shoulder 120 kegs as you're coming off the ground on Saturday?
Well, two of my good mates will be Sloaney and Crouchy, so I'm pretty comfortable with Crouchy. He's got pretty wide shoulders, so the human coat hanger.
Does he seem to play?
I'd imagine he'd be around the mark. If he doesn't play, he'll come out and chuck me up on his shoulders.
Let's ask one more big picture. I think when you signed on for last year, someone said, you know, the prospect of not playing finals again, but now it's a real thing. Just the development in a very short space of time, you've gone from down below to being contenders. Yeah, just a word on that it is actually an achievable goal now for you.
Oh, it is, mate. Yeah, we've put ourselves in a great position to be able to play finals. Obviously, we've got one more game till the bye, which will be great for our group to be able to refresh and recuperate and learn a little bit about what things we need to get better at from the first half of the season, then just put our head down and go to work the second half of the season. And the more games we win, it gives you a great opportunity to play finals.
Who have you got coming across for it, mate? Just last night.
Who have I got coming across?
Yeah, in terms of for the milestone.
How much pen and paper you got? I had to get 100 tickets, so I'd imagine if you go to the game, you'll see where they are.
Very good. Thanks, guys.
All good.
Thanks.